Plenty of action up there in the first three quarters. Hawthorn 11-9 and Adelaide 9-6 at the final change. This game too turned out to be a thriller. We pick up play at the start of the final quarter.
The Hawks by 9 points as Stephen Lawrence thumps it to the half-forward line. Players racing after it. Tony Hall was there. Adelaide shuffle it out. Here's Ben Allen and also Wiedemann. The Hawks are off and running. Well done by Hudson. He gets it further afield to Anderson. On to Darren Jarman. An open goal looms. Darren Jarman kicks, and Darren Jarman's kicked a magnificent goal. Well, what a goal. He is a class act. Great play by Hawthorn. A handy one to start the final quarter.
Interesting, that ball really did travel some distance because it's a new ball. Jarman now running onto it. Hudson. Anderson. Now Jarman, and he lets that go from right on the 50-metre line. That angle, very acute. A great goal, aided by the fact that it's a dry ball. Now the Jarmans are playing on one another at the centre, and McDermott's got Platten.
So they've been so close, the Jarmans, all day in everything they've done, and now they're a goal each. Hawthorn going forward again. Unless Adelaide people might hope the Crows are coming home with a gale. It wasn't a bad kick by Jarman into whatever breeze there is. Lawrence inside the 50. Taylor, the ball kept out by Maynard. Maynard goes backwards with his hand pass, and eventually Smart gets it up the ground. Here's Maynard again. McDermott, good movement. Bickley delayed the hand pass, which was good, to Marshall. Marshall's pass to half forward. 2 against 2. Good Ben Hart might have been flipped round the air, but no whistle. Collins first back. Liptak and Collins has been a terrific battle.
Well done.
Brown off the ground. He's got a bit of toe too, Brown. Ingerson leaves the goal square. McCrabb meets Ingerson. And Ben Hart walks it over the boundary line. Youngster, just 17 years of age, but he's played every game this season for the Crows.
Well, the Hawks lead by 15 points, but they're certainly not out of the woods yet. Adelaide are battling very, very hard. Here's Micken. Getting it down to Brown. He slips off his hands. Liptak has been most impressive. Goes in after it. And it will be a throw up in that forward pocket for Adelaide. They're battling away. They know they need this victory, Adelaide. A goal here would be very handy for them. Micken versus Langford. Langford with the backhand. Players diving on top of it. Here's Ayres. Oh, he's bundled off it. McGuinness ran it over the line. So it will be a throw-in in that forward pocket area.
Well, we haven't raved about the umpiring today, but they've got it right to the extent that free kicks are 23 each. Micken palms the ball down to Liptak. He's been a really clever forward rover. Oh, diving mark by Lee. Yes.
Close.
Gee, that must have been close
Right
to
on
the
the
line.
line.
Now Scott Lee, who for most of his games with the Crows has been in defence. He's been attacked the last couple of weeks. That was a centimetre in that.
Is he going to do a check side?
And from the boundary line, he gets it straight across the face of goal and out of bounds on the floor.
This is Andrew Gowers. Darren Jarman. There he goes. Up he went. He is a terrific player. In he comes to McDonald. Oh, good mark by Wren. A terrific mark. Back with the flight. Now he chips it over. Plattens has read this. He'll punch this, Platten. Good play, Platten. Lawrence went without it. Still the tackle is on. Hooked out to McDermott. Chris McDermott on the left foot. Battling hard to the half-forward line. Hart versus McCrabb. Some holding going on. Jinky over the top. He's got the loose man. Darren Jarman again. He's found Lawrence on centre wing.
Well, Darren Jarman's had a superb start to this last quarter with a brilliant goal. He's had 10 marks and 27 possessions. His brothers had 31 possessions, and they played on each other. McGuinness up short of the 50. All Hawthorn. Oh, Langford should have marked. Liptak to Andrew Jarman. Steers the pass beautifully. Ingerson couldn't take it. It's still there for Lee. Off the ground, Scott Lee.
Oh, he's done it.
Lee's kicked his second, and the Crows are still in it.
Well, he didn't have any option, did he, Scott Lee? He just had to go in and kick that off the ground. Wouldn't have been an easy one. Ingerson attacking it well. Collins coming in. The ball comes out. Well done, Ingerson. Then the toe poke out by Lee. Onto the left foot. Good effort. Good effort.
Again, the margin is 9 points in favour of the Hawks. As I said, they're not out of the woods yet. Lawrence taps it down. Marshall goes to ground. Tries to tap it on. It's tunnel balled out. Here's Lawrence. On to Jarman, playing a magnificent final quarter. Now Platten. John Platten to half forward. Oh, it could have been a free kick to Dunstall, but he took the mark anyway. A great mark by this champion full forward. He's kicked 4. It'll be a difficult kick. He's got to kick from...
Did he push Smart here, or did Smart? I think he was fending Smart off. Dunstall.
Dunstall from 50. Runs close to the man. It'll land up in the goal square. The high flyers congregate. Wren as the man to punch it over the line and through for
Stephen Lawrence going off too, Peter, and Greg Deere coming back on. Deere went off in the second quarter. Lawrence been playing in the ruck. Started at centre-half back.
Well, a vital game this one is Daryl Hart. For both sides, that is, Daryl Hart to bring it back into play.
Tasker limping there for the Crows. Whitman spoils Smart. Wiedemann with strength.
He runs straight, Wiedemann.
A dive by Jenke, but no mark. Platten in after it. Andrew Jarman gets him. Comes to Darren Jarman. A superb last quarter, DJ. But a diving mark taken by Ben Allen.
He's come of age, Darren Jarman, as a footballer, hasn't he, Drew?
He's had a good season, Peter.
Oh, he's been absolutely brilliant. But it's been a treat, the two brothers on each other in the middle of the ground today. Ben Allen within scoring distance. The margin is 10 points. Could be breathing space for the Hawks. It's close. Oh, shaves the post. That's how close.
That's 4 times they've hit the post, Hawthorn.
2 goals, 2 to Ben Allen.
Well, they lead by 11 points, the Hawks. Hart looking for McGuinness. Oh, dangerous this. But he gets the boot off the ground, because if that had dropped a little bit shorter, well, there were 2 Hawthorn against 1 Crow. Well, not shorter. He would have marked it if it had dropped shorter, I suppose, Don. Half forward for Hawthorn. Wren versus Greg Deere. Deere hooks it over the back. Hudson is there. Shepherding by Condon was good play. Hudson's got a couple to beat. Gets it back to Taylor. Taylor the hurry kick. In front was Whitman. The tackle on Marshall. Not good enough. Here's Taylor marking that kick from Wiedemann. Taylor at half forward. He should kick it straight towards the goals and put pressure on the Crows. He does. Hudson there. No mark. Taken away by Andrew Jarman. Brilliantly finds the vision there. It's Brown. Brown races away. Brings it into half forward. The race is on. Collins at the back. Oh, he tried to punch it, then he marked it. Great play, Andrew Collins.
Go out wide, Peter. He's got 2 options.
That's no mean effort on Liptak, who's played a terrific game. Collins out to McDonald. His kick up towards centre wing. Anderson dives and marks. Langford drifting up to the forward line. Dunstall from the back. Smart got hands to the ball. Daryl Hart for the Crows goes off the ground. Clever football. There's nothing in this game. Just 13 points. It's been a top struggle all day. Gee, that was a scoop.
Somebody leg.
Crows free kick. Comes back to Daryl Hart. Can't complain about the frees. They're 24 each. Well, Andrew Jarman gets some space from his brother here. And for once, his delivery isn't pinpoint. It comes off the hands and goes to McDonald. And now it comes to Hall.
This is Greg Deere at half forward. He wants to handball. Now he should go back and kick it long. He's taking too long. His forwards taking position. Greg Deere to half forward. Hudson at the back. Flies. No mark. It's a loose ball. Who's got it? It's Maynard. Oh, kicking straight to the line was McGuinness. And he's found a free kick to McGuinness.
After he got rid of the ball,
against
Peter.
Hudson for a push in the back.
Still is good play by McGuinness, because everybody was covered further up the ground.
18 kicks and 9 handballs. A danger player always, Tony McGuinness, because he's a class act as he brings it to centre wing. It's all Hawthorn. Deere at the back. And Jenke. Jenky cleverly. McCrabb can go back to Jenky, but he elects to break the tackle and bring it in towards half forward. Hudson, a brilliant mark because he was caught behind. Should kick it to Dunstall. The lead is on. Dunstall, yes. Hits him on the chest.
Wickham's gone off at Adelaide, and coming home to centre half forward is Smith.
I've been very impressed with Paul Hudson today, Don. He has really worked hard. And that was a great kick to the champion full forward. Now, Dunstall's kicked 4. And a vital kick. It'll make it difficult for Adelaide if he kicks this one. It'll be a bit of a breather for Hawthorn. He is directly in front, 25 metres from goal. He stabs and he goals. Dunstall has kicked 5 on Nigel Smart.
Well, they're elementary goals for Dunstall from that distance. Paul Hudson figuring there, delivering the ball. Watch this pass. It just has the carry, doesn't it? He really didn't pick him out, put it down in that vicinity. And again, Dunstall has got that great ability of playing in front. He's picked up a couple of goals today by playing in front.
Margin now 17 points. Wren wins in the middle for the Crows. It comes to McGuinness. He goes towards the outer side. Lip tack with pace, gets after it with Collins. Dragged off it when he didn't have it. No whistle. Off the ground goes Marshall. Lip tack has a second chance. And kicks it away from Collins. Well done. Brown. McDermott near the boundary line. Hooks back towards the goal square. A chance for the Crows here. Ingerson getting back. Lee. He's buried. Comes to Ayres. Ayres short pass is chopped off by Schwerth, 40 metres out. He paddles. Smith just back on the ground. Andrew Jarman. They're losing ground in possession. Back to McGuinness. They're 65 metres out. McGuinness short pass is good on the 50. And Bickley has it. He thought he was too far out to score. All Crows here unmarked. And McDermott has a week. Lines them up and kicks a goal.
She was a woman with a hot reputation.
You gotta be punished for your adultery, Jeanette.
He was obsessed with her.
He's got her scared to death.
Will she survive his fatal attraction?
Good Lord, the man's built a bomb.
Is Sparta set to explode?
Give me the package.
Jiff presents In the Heat of the Night, right after Beyond 2000 Tuesday.
Okay, this is a big one.
Pixie gets a goodie and Alison gets a king hit.
Screaming contest!
It's no picnic, it's Fast Forward, 8:30 Thursday.
So could the Hawks hold off the Crows? We go back to Waverley now. Hawthorn has added 1 point and they lead by 2 goals with 12.5 minutes remaining.
5 goals, 5 to Jason Dunstall. That's about what Ablett kicked at the MCG yesterday. Smart marks on the 50. Marshall, forward of half-back. Clever kick up to centre wing. Oh, but a clever spoil by McCrabb, making his most of a rare league appearance for Hawthorn. Good tackle, Bickley. What?
That is an unbelievably bad decision.
Lawrence about to come on too.
Hawthorn man had the ball. Bickley tackled him and the Hawk dropped the ball.
Dead right, Drew. Shocking decision.
McDonald, a great kick to Dunstall. Jason Dunstall right in front.
Getting back to that free kick, Dean Anderson had the ball, was tackled, fair and square, still had the ball, and Dean Anderson got the free kick.
Well, with a margin at 12 points, it could be a critical decision. Dunstall lines up for goal and kicks it. His 6th.
That was a great kick by Alex McDonald to centre that ball and hit Dunstall with it. When you've got such good deliveries in the ground, around the ground, you can lead with confidence. Ball figuring, and there's the ball being centred. Look, into space. And Dunstall, as I've said earlier, very quick off the first couple of yards.
Six goals to Dunstall. Hard now for the Crows as Platten gets it out of the centre to the half-forward line. Some holding going on. Play on, calls the umpire. The mark taken by Scott Lee. They won't die Adelaide, they'll battle away. They're trying very hard. Here's Gowers and Ingerson. Gowers thumps it away. A loose ball. This is Bickley. McGuinness, the danger man. Bickley again. Set sail for home. Mark Bickley. And don't tell me he's kicked it. Yes, he has. What a game. Adelaide still fighting as Mark Bickley puts it through, and now they again only trail by 2 goals.
And Greg Deer's gone off the ground, and Stephen Lawrence coming in as Bickley gets onto this goal. They just will not lay down. Greg Deer, I don't think, too happy about coming off the ground. Good goal by Bickley. That's his first for the game. Started on half back. Scott Lee now seems to be playing in the centre.
The lights are on at Waverley. Out of the middle, Liptak. Ball jolted free. The skipper McDermott in after it. Clever play by Lee. Gets it going the Crows' way. A little kick out by Liptak finds Marshall. Marshall dumps it to full forward. Ingerson. No mark. Offhands it's taken by Langford. Back to the centre. All Adelaide. Marshall takes the mark. Into McDermott. Another bomb to the forward line. From behind. Oh, Bickley! Oh, Bickley has a chance to be a match winner here. He's lining up for his second goal in a minute.
Andrew Jarman playing on the forward pocket now on Gary Ayres.
And it was Bickley who laid that tackle at centre wing that went against him. So what a couple of minutes he's had, Mark Bickley. This could make it one kick the difference.
Looks good.
Needs to come back a bit and gets through for a goal.
Well, have we got a game here? They just will not be denied, Adelaide. Not a good kick here. It's just put high by McDermott. Hoping. Coming over the back, you can't criticise Austin McCrabb. It's just that Bickley had the sit.
Hawthorn by 6 points.
That's a free kick.
What for?
No, that was right, because Lawrence took his eye off the ball and jumped straight into red.
It should have been a play-on decision.
No, that is taking your eye off the ball and charging the player.
Well, I thought it was man on man. There's Austin McCrabb looking to Tony Hall. Shuffled over to Swirt. The loose ball. Who's going to end up with this? Jarman goes in after it. He's lost it. Here's a chance. Liptak kicks to the pocket. Gary Ayres will probably shuffle this over, and he does so under pressure, and Andrew Jarman not happy, but I just don't like those ticky-touch with ones that bounces when
they're not ticky-touch. Would you like someone to run at you at the
They both went early and the ball hit the deck.
Just under 9 minutes to go. Here's Bickley again. Short pass is clever, and the skipper's got it within kicking distance. Chris McDermott doesn't like his chances. He's looking for someone to give it off to.
There's a hole. Ring's going to drop into that hole, but Lawrence is going with him.
Well, if McDermott can manage his best kick of the day, he can level the scores here. Distance, 51 metres. Oh, it's a mighty roost. A lot of height, but not the distance. Touch through or behind. 2-2 to Chris McDermott. So 5 points the difference. Hawthorn clinging to a lead. The Hawks 7th on the ladder. The Crows 10th on the ladder. And the Crows giving one of their best displays in Melbourne.
Yes, they haven't been able to shake them off all day, I should say. Here's a chance. They've got the loose man going now, Hawthorn. Anderson to the half-forward line. Condon in front. It's stuck the ground. Alex McDonald, good play. Condon again. Still in play. McDonald should soccer it. He does. Here's a chance at the back. It's Wiedemann. Wiedemann versus Hudson. Good play, Wiedemann. The tap it to the line. Hawthorn players appealing for deliberate, but that would have been harsh. No doubt that was good play by Wiedemann.
This stage of the game.
Oh, what a game. Hawthorn, they've won 3 of the last 4 premierships. They've been the benchmark in football for over a decade. And the Crows really taking it up to them. Tap back by Hart. Goes to Schwert. They've lost it now. Here's Hall. Out to Platt, who's been outstanding, John Platt. 29 disposals. Forward pocket for Hawthorn. It's just over the line, and we'll have a throw in. We've got 7 1/4 minutes remaining. Hawthorn leading by 5 points.
Lawrence over the back. Darryl Hart on the left foot. 2 on 1. No mark to Tony Hall. Good play, Jason Taylor. Still Tony Hall. He's lying on it as Schwert comes in. And it will be a throw up at half forward. They're not out of the woods, the Hawks. They only trail by 5 points.
And Pritchard warming up. He's about to come back on.
Yes, his pace would be handy to have on now.
Who are they going to
tired
replace
legs.
him with, though?
Lawrence. And Wren. McDermott.
Oh, wrong side.
Almost threw it back. McDermott lying on top of it as players pouncing on top. And it'll be a throw up again. Time clock.
He did go.
Sorry, Drew.
Oh, sorry, he did go the wrong way, but see him get after it on all fours.
Ben Allen, 13 kicks. Lawrence versus Wren. Some shepherding going on in the ruck. Here's a chance for Hawthorn. Condon around the corner. Some pushing and shoving. Great mark, Wiedemann.
He's prepared to play in front and run straight at the ball in the last quarter, and that's the way you've got to do it.
Kick by Wiedemann, up beauty. McDermott. Oh, Hall did well to get back there and make it a contest. No mark either way. McGuinness down injured. Allen for Hawthorn. Great kick. Onto the chest of Condon. He goes short to Dunstall. Oh, top mark.
That was a good mark. A great mark.
Hawthorn appealing for 50, but I think the umpire was right.
That was a terrific mark in the situation and under the circumstances. Condon setting it up well. Smart just couldn't get there. Anderson going off, Pritchard coming on as Dunstall lines up.
This won't be easy, Don, because the footing there is very, very heavy.
For goal number 7. Oh, it's good. It'll be tough for Adelaide now.
I don't think they'll be denied, Drew. They've really hit back at every change.
Still, it's only 2 kicks, isn't it?
And really smart, although Dunstall's kicked 7 goals, 5. You wouldn't say that Smart has been a bad player.
No, but he has been beaten. You'd have to say that.
Listen, look at those passes. If you're on the end of some of those passes, but then again, you've got to be intelligent enough to lead at the right time.
Well, 7-5. I wouldn't like that kicked against me if I was full back anyway. We see Lawrence with the left hand. Can Adelaide keep it going? Off the ground by Pritchard. Taylor hooks it out to Platten. Johnny Platten breaks away, hooks it. 1-on-1. Dunstall versus Smart. The ball hits the deck. Dunstall again. Here's Darryl Hart. On to Wiedemann. The Crows will not be denied. They go forward again through Tony McGuinness, and the mark has been taken at half-back by Maynard. He gives it to McGuinness. McGuinness showing plenty of go as he takes it to the half-forward line. No mark. Andrew Collins will handball 20 metres backwards. Gary Ayres.
Oh, terrific
smothered off the boot. That's in Scott Lee. He breaks away. He's a great kick. He runs to 50. Handball to Brown. David Brown on the left foot. Kicks a goal. He's goal.
Oh,